So I was using this channel as a motivational channel, and I still might do motivational videos or things that God put on my spirit. But I kind of just wanted to switch it around. I mean, just use this more of a journal, and I'll share my video journal of my life about what's been going on with me. And people resonate. I think they could be more than happy that I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people going through what I'm going through. Just the last, I don't know. I mean, it's been about 7 years really, but the last 2 years for me have been some of the hardest years of my life. Relationships that I thought were gonna last forever, romantic relationships that I thought were gonna last for a long, long time. I mean, seemingly disintegrated overnight. Just in the last 2 years, I was thrown in like financial despair. I mean, destruction. My whole life was destroyed. I spent so long. I mean, like everybody tell you to. I spent so long, worked so hard to build myself up to a certain point where I thought, okay, maybe I hit this point and I can now start building. I never grew up with a foundation. Let's get that out of the way. One parent household. Never met my dad. Don't know why really. Met his other kids or had conversations with other kids. Never met in person. My other brothers and sisters. So that was the beginning of my story. Same poor Black American story. Single parent household, no father, no real male role models. That wasn't a real thing from my story in particular. Just didn't have a lot of male role models. And as I grew older, I realized I didn't have a lot of role models, period. Not a lot of, very, very, very little support. None from my family. None from my close family. My mother, she was around, but she is, like most other, not gonna say most. I'm not gonna say most. From my experience, I haven't had a lot of people that's just been there in my corner, cheering me on, saying, "Hey, you can do this, you can do that." My mother was not one of those people who would tell me I could do anything. But from that, I never let that stop me. I never let being fatherless stop me. I never let being poor stop me. I never let nobody not cheering on for me stop me. Never even try to think about that or took the time to even worry about that in my life. I mostly always from I guess from a young age. As far as I know, I've been working since I was 14 years old. I really haven't took too many breaks. Now, from work, maybe if I wasn't working at a job, I played a sport. I played football for as long as I can remember. And when in between football, I still had a job, still worked. I don't know y'all. I don't know who watching this video. If anybody does watch this video or whatever. But I'm from the South. Like football is like everything. It's almost like another religion. So football was very, very, very consuming of my life. So when I even in all that consuming, I still had a job. Even when I took football a little bit more serious, I didn't have a job during that time. But after football, I realized I wasn't going pro. I started working again. Consistently. I've always worked. And maybe around 25, I started going through like this big life change. I had a lot of friends growing up. A lot of people around me, a lot of people. And just over time, they kind of just, about 25, I say 80% of those people fell away. 80%. I mean, overnight. It wasn't like, oh, I saw this person go, oh, this person moved away. It's like I woke up one day and we just don't talk anymore. And that was at 25. From there, still kept working. Did real estate for a long time. I did real estate from 23, 24. Nobody showed me how to do real estate. I just thought I'd try, got my real estate license. I failed a tremendous amount of time, years, did I not produce any money from real estate. But from 23, 24-ish to 27, I started losing all my friends I've grown up with, and I know since I was as long as I can remember. I mean, before I can open my, really, have a memory, I had these people in my life, and about 25, it's like we never even knew each other. So from there on, I say about 27, no, maybe 2 years ago. I'm 31 now. 2 years ago, 29. My life, I worked so hard to build. I found success in real estate, whatever you can say, success in real estate. And I guess that didn't last long. I then found myself at another job. I was doing real estate too. Then I started working for a hospital, and I started building my life. I thought, man, maybe all my life, at this time I'm 27, about to turn 28. I'm like, man, all my life I have been unstable, completely unstable. I mean, just like growing up, we never stayed in the same house for more than a year. My mom rented a house all over the city, all over. So we rent houses, never been one place at one time. She never had a stable job. So with income as a child was just non-existent. And I couldn't do half the things that anybody else were doing. So did that. Finally found what I thought was stable. Got a job. Real estate isn't stable. It's sales, so it's not that stable. I found a job working for a hospital, and I made good money from that. Decent money working in a hospital doing what I was doing. And I thought, man, I could finally set a foundation to then move on to the next level to be stable. And then I put all my eggs in, I stopped doing real estate so much. So I started really focusing on the hospital job. And then out of nowhere, I got let go from that job. I mean, that was so abrupt. I had just bought a new house. Was feeling like I was getting a little stable with my life. Money was coming in frequently. So now I could start thinking, okay, I could start building credit, building business credit, doing this and doing that. And I mean, that when that ended, I went into power save mode. I mean, it happened so fast. It happened so fast that I didn't have time to plan or even think about losing my job. I had planned, savings, but my savings weren't for losing my job. My savings for building or, a rainy day savings, not a life blown up saving. And after I lost my job, I couldn't find it. I mean, it's like, man, the job market was terrible. It is still terrible. I mean, that's when I figured out ghost jobs. When people put job listings up just to get other employees motivated. So like these jobs don't even really exist. So went through that. Life got blown up. So I went through a whole bunch of upheaval, and I realized the family I did have, I now still talking to my close family, my immediate family. And I realized that, man, I don't know, I guess it finally let me take a step back and start looking at my surroundings. Because I was always on the go, always to the next thing. When once things go, I didn't let myself have time to think about something because I was always on to the next thing. And I guess this gave me, I mean, as far as stressful as it is, I'm still going through it. Yeah, I'm not out of it. I'm still going through it. But I guess it's this as stressful as this is. I started having time to think and actually observe my surroundings. Not just look at them and say, oh, okay, I'm poor and whatever, this and that, and just chalk it up for the rest of the life. Actually take account from what I've done, who is in my life, and where I want to go. And actually start putting a picture to that. And in that, I started realizing that no one in my family wanted me to be successful. It was times that my mother, when I wanted to go off to school, I got I'm not going too deep onto what all that, but when I went off to school, she was supposed to send a letter off that she begged me for her to send. That was supposed to get me into school. Come to find out she didn't send it off. I asked her so many times. I even told her I was gonna send it. And she purposefully kept information. And she's done I mean, that's just that's light. This letter for me to go off to college and make something of myself, that was a light thing that she's done to me. An easy thing to share. Most of the things she's done to me, I will probably won't speak on it. But that was big, and that really set me back. That was one of the first things that I realized she's doing something to me. And she's, from then and since then, she's still to this day tries to do things. If I let her in my life, she will try to thwart my plans again and derail me again. But it's not about her. I've realized that the people I was surrounded with, I mean, whether I was surrounding myself with them or whether they were family that I grew up with or whatever, childhood friends, none of them wanted me to be successful. None of them wanted me to be more successful than they were. And when that time came, they would always put me down. They would either put me down, like she did not send the letters off or really thwarting my plans, or really, derailing me, or they would put me down mentally or emotionally, or just not respond. I would tell them, hey, I got this idea and I got this idea, and they would just sit there and stare at me. These are not talking to people. I'm an introvert. They're not introverts. They are not introverts. They speak a lot about have an opinion on everything. But when I tell them I want my dreams, they're just staring at me. I'm like, man, maybe my dreams it put in my mind, maybe my dreams are wrong. Maybe I'm wrong for believing this, or maybe I can't do it, but that was just their tactic to bring me down and not let them level up over me. Over them. They didn't want me to level up over them. But they're not doing anything. They're not doing anything. And it's been a hard journey. I mean, so hard. It's the hardest journey I've ever went through in my life. I'm 31. And I've been through some things. 31, I've been through it. And this is by far the hardest, loneliest, stressful, but most in the middle of fire. Like, my life is on fire, and I've had the most peace. I separated from I rarely talk to them. I didn't spend time with them I don't spend time with them at all. If I do message them, it's like emojis. One emoji, a thumbs up emoji, or nothing. They're not getting long sentences from me, long talks from me at all. And it's just figure I use this as my journal. That even through all that, I have found the most peace in my life. Financial despair. Pennies. Living on pennies. Going through pitching pennies to go find how to eat. Either I can put gas in my car, or I can figure out how to eat for the day. How am I going to eat without gas in my car? I'm going to go get to the store without gas in my car. If I put gas in my car, I can't eat. And this has been humbling, refreshing. I've really cleared my life. It's like a clear puzzle. And now I can focus on me. I got things coming in my life. Some big things that I'm working on that's got me excited. Scary. I'm so nervous to do them. I'm so nervous to shut my whole body down, but at the same time, it has made me nervous. I feel so much joy doing it. So that's what I'm headed on. Just joy, peace. I know people going through this is just sometimes other people want to hear you going through the same thing. And that there is, even though I haven't reached the light, I see it. I was in a dark tunnel, no light. Once I walked down the tunnel, I was too far down to see the light behind me, so I couldn't turn around. Looking forward, I can't see the light, so the only thing I can do is put my head down and just keep going forward. And that's all I want to tell y'all. If you watching this video, just keep going forward, keep pushing. There is a light. I haven't reached the light yet, but I see it. And I see it's a possibility of a light at the end of the tunnel. So I think it's as treacherous and as hard as it's been a refresher. I found myself. I finally didn't know who I was. And growing up, I always felt like, even as a 27-year-old, 28, I felt like man, I feel like a child on the inside. I feel like I haven't reached where I'm supposed to go, and I feel like it's so far away. Almost like everybody's so much bigger than me. And I'm just so small. But now I finally see myself. I finally see myself through there. See, my family knew who I was. They know I was destined for something, to do something great. And I know I am. And they know that too. They knew that before I knew it. And they decided, and instead of bringing me up, they decided to put me down. They saw who I was long before I saw it. And instead of bringing me up, they put me down. And then now I finally see what they saw. I finally see what they saw in me. I never saw that. I was like, why do, I'm not just everybody. Why are they putting me down? Why am I getting treated like this? It's because I don't feel like I feel like I can do something, but it's not like in the front of my front of my mind. It's like back here in my deep down inside, I feel like it could be something. But not on the surface. On the surface, I'm like, man, I'm going with the motions like everybody else. And only with them putting me down that I keep trying, and I say, hey, I could do something with myself. If they never put me down, that's what they didn't realize. Had they bigged me up, I probably wouldn't have went nowhere. Had they treated me normal like they treated everybody else, I probably wouldn't have went nowhere. Them putting me down made me work harder. This financial, whatever you want to call it, kerfuffle, I want to say a cuss word, but I'm going to keep it clean. This financial, whatever I just went through, had I not gone through it, I wouldn't have said I could be what I'm about to be next. And I'll keep y'all updated what I'm about to be next. I didn't say I didn't think I could be this. I think I could be what's coming for me. But that has trained me, taught me, molded me, that I can do anything I want. Anything I put my mind to. Anything I put my mind to. And I may be further down the tunnel or behind you. You may be further down than me. You may have went through this and see the light. You may be in the light watching this video. You may just started your journey. I'm gonna let you know it's a light at the end of the tunnel. I see the light. I'm walking towards it. I'll be there when you're there. When you get there, if you already there, wait on me. If you ain't there, if you coming behind me, I'm telling you, it's there. I'll be there with you. I'll have you some lemonade and some snacks when you get here. So, man, it's going to be a great journey. It's been a hard one for me. I was able to revamp myself. I was attracted so bad. Oh, the people I were attracting were terrible. I'm attracting good people now. I'm not giving my energy to bad people, and I'm attracting good people now. People that actually taking their time to think about me. Asking me about what I want to do in my life and why I want to do it. And nobody ever asked me that. So just keep going, man. Keep going. Do not give up. Do not. I'm telling you, you're going to reach the light at the end of the tunnel. It's my video journal, my vlog, whatever you want to call it, man. If y'all resonated with this, man, I'm glad I was able to put this in front of you, so you know, don't stop. There is a light. Keep walking. Keep going forward.